I'm doing this video to let everyone know if you've ever experienced a sudden, devastating loss, don't ever give up hope, because prayers do work. On September 7th, 2013, I lost everything but a heartbeat and the clothes on my back. That night I went out to a fundraiser, and it was a Hawaiian themed party. So of course I had on Hawaiian clothes. I'd gotten a ride there to the party by some friends. So of course I left my purse at home. While I was out, the house I was renting burned to the ground, taking my car and everything I owned with it. At the party, I got a call from my neighbor asking if I was at home. I answered no, and she said, "Thank God, because your house is burning to the ground." She saw my car outside and thought I was in the house. I rushed back, and it was like watching a horrific movie or having a bad dream. I saw the whole house burning in flames. Trucks, all kinds of people gathered around, watching. I thought, oh my God, everything I owned was in there. Every photo, all my clothes, my ID, my money, my credit cards, my medications, and my artwork that I collected through the years. I was absolutely devastated and shell-shocked. Then I thought, what am I going to do now? How am I going to start over at my age? Then I prayed to St. Anthony to send me his strength and help. And the great news is my St. Anthony statue made it through the fire. I was amazed and humbled by all the people that came to my aid in my darkest hour of need. The list of people goes on and on. It's very long. And let me start first with Kathleen Sterling of the Warner Center News. She's the publisher who did a story about my fire, my tragedy, and all my losses. She contacted the branch manager of First Bank, Michelle Zucchinian, to start a fire fund for me, so that people could donate clothes, gift cards, shoes, whatever they thought I needed to start over. Michelle, Masha, and her staff were unbelievable. The response from everybody in the community and friends and family was beyond my wildest dreams. That all of you took the time to send money or drop off clothes, shoes, and things I would need to start over. And each day when people dropped off all these things for me, I went there with the rental car, because as I told you earlier, my car burned in the fire. Also, what I must let you know, when you have a tragedy, you call the Red Cross. My daughter took me to the offices. They gave me a toothbrush, a washcloth, soap, and some money for food, and some money so I could get new eyeglasses and contact lenses. Believe me, the Red Cross works. Please keep them in mind when you're donating money. Also, I want to thank Matt Scalacci from the Warner Center Marriott and his team, where I stayed for a few weeks until I moved in with my daughter, my grandsons, and I thank them for their love, their support, for everything they did to help me get through it. I also want to thank my daughter's friends who donated so much to me. One of the first people to donate after reading the story in the Warner Center News was Lucy Boltowski, the owner of Beds Unlimited. She said, "I have a bed for you, Joanne. Let me know when you get your place. I will deliver it to you, free of charge." What a blessing that was to me, knowing that if I get a place to live, I'll have a bed. Jan Sobel of the Boys and Girls Club, where I did a lot of charity work with her, sent me a gift card. My dear friend, Barbara Daly, she came in all the way from Palm Desert to take me shopping for much needed clothes, shoes, underwear, things. I cannot thank her enough for being by my side through that whole horrible tragedy. And my dear friend Susan Rennick, who bought me a purse. My friend Tracy Hulbert took me to the DMV and the Auto Club to get my new license, and also bought me a suitcase for my new clothes. My dear friend Michelle Allen took me in her home for a couple of weeks, made sure I ate, and called her friends, who not only donated golf clubs, but pots, pans, glassware, so much more to help me start over. One of the changes I experienced, though, after becoming homeless, was discovering real discount shopping at stores like Walmart, Target, Payless for shoes, and TJ Maxx for the essentials I really needed, because I was on a really tight budget. And for you all to know, I will continue shopping at those stores because they helped me get back on my feet, every one of them. Also, thank you to the former Woodland Hills Chamber of Commerce executive, Carol Wentworth from San Francisco. She heard about it. She sent me clothes, books, jewelry, everything from up in San Francisco. Amazing, amazing person. Elise Strickman of Keller Williams, another gal who read the story. Never met me, but also donated clothes. Beautiful clothes with tags. My neighbor Marianne, who lived across the street from me where the fire occurred. She was incredible. She took my St. Anthony statue, my lawn deer, and my Buddha statue to her home, along with a few other things that made it through. One of the things that made it through that I was so happy to get and find was my mother's rosary beads and one ring that was Mom's that made it through the fire. Everything else was history. Many thanks to my friends in New York, all my high school friends and college friends who came through and sent me cards and checks, and my cousin Bob in Big Bear, who I never got to meet yet, but we know we're cousins because of Facebook. We sent me cards and checks and all the moral support you can ever imagine. Deborah Sable, she saved my life with a phone charger, because that's all I had was a cell phone in my pocket the night of the fire. Mercy Alpert saved it even more by bringing over makeup. People I didn't even know donated. A tiny elderly woman who survived 2 rounds of cancer dropped off a little raincoat for me. And the neighbors at Warner Center News, the company is called Impact Escrow, they never met me, wrote me a check. Now I want to thank some really special people too. Cavaretta's Deli, who sells all my cookbooks, where I do my book signings. They were incredible, with checks, moral support, and it's just unbelievable. Also, I have a very close friend, my golf partner, Elliot Kramsky. He wrote a very lovely check to the bank for me. And while I was staying at the Marriott, there was an event going on, and they invited me to be their guest and it's called the Valley Women's Center. They help domestic violence people. And I've helped them with all their fundraisers. So they invited me and everybody at the table. It was amazing. They gave me their $25 gift card to Macy's, every one of the ladies. So I'm grateful for all of them. The community just kept on giving. It was amazing. Larry Green of Westfield Shopping Center never met me, read the story, sent me an amazing gift to buy whatever I needed at his shopping center. Gloria Pollock, a dear friend, helped me sort out my cable bill because all the equipment burned. Kathy Rappaport offered a family portrait because family's everything. I'm Italian and my family is everything, okay? So many others contributed. I want to thank Marilyn Hankins, formerly of the Valley Cultural Center, where I was on the board with her for many years. Diane Nelson, my former CPA. Bruce and Angela Cantor. Vicki Gordon, Wells Fargo Bank. Para Gassini, for everything. Everything they gave me. Rugs, coffee pots, a beautiful coat to keep me warm, and gloves. And believe me, if I've forgotten any of you, I am sorry. My life has been in a turmoil since the fire. The purpose of me doing this little video is I want everyone to know that you can get through your darkest hours. But you must have faith, hope, and the help of family and friends. I'd love to say thank you all again. I'm Joanne Fine, and I'm finally out of the ashes. Thank you for listening.